Capranzine. So seeing the inflation number ticking up in October, sitting at 1.8%. Talk us through some of the major drivers to this increase.
Hi, we don't have the inflation report at this point in time, but I would think that the main driver at the moment is food and beverages, as retailers stock up to the festive season. And these increases in inflation started last month in September, where we had a very marginal increase. This time around we have 25 percentage points increase for October, and we expect another increase in November, maybe slightly higher than the 25 percentage points, up to 1.8%, and it should subside in January.
So despite all these increases that we are seeing in October and the months to come, the inflation number still sits below the government's target of 5.6% for the year end.
Yes, true. And actually this leaves a lot of room for the central bank to play around with interest rates. The central bank has been consistently and repeatedly saying that the main risks for Mozambique's economy at the moment are the risks of contagion from the sovereign debt crisis in Europe. And for that, I believe that they haven't dropped interest rates in October for that reason. But leaving that aside, they also say that they want to drive GDP growth in the country. And as we see it at the moment, GDP is not responding so much to the drops in interest rates by the central bank.
Indeed, and we also have the central bank meeting in next week's trading session. What are your thoughts on the kind of move that the central bank could take in next week?
Well, it's very difficult to call right now, but in the market we are betting between no change to a 50 basis point change. Mm-hmm. And I would say that they'll drop interest rates because there is still a lot of room for them to drop interest rates. And as I previously said, GDP growth has not responded so much to the interest rate cuts by the central bank during 2012.
What are your thoughts on the currency right now? We know that it lost about 3% in October. So are we seeing a bit of pressure coming through for the currency in the month of November?
On the currency, this again goes hand in hand with the inflation figures that we saw in September and October. From September to right through to December, we see a lot of imports also for the festive season, and that puts up a lot of pressure on the currency. And on top of that, we had a lot of imports for fuel during that time, and actually commercial banks didn't have enough dollars to supply for those payments. So that has put a lot of pressure on the Metical exchange rate, especially against the dollar. Not much has changed against the ZAR, but the depreciation was against the dollar during that time.